two black doors are, there was an awning here at that time. And this was Latham, Massachusetts. The final episode of Seinfeld, all the cast was sitting out there. Right where we are is where the Good Samaritan gets robbed, and they don't do anything about it. And they end up going to their trial at that courthouse. Right there, you'll see on the DVD menu for that final disc of the season, you can see this whole area. And down here in the alleyway, right here to our right, this is where the Spider-Man, the upside-down kiss sequence in the first Spider-Man movie, where Tobey Maguire's upside down as Spider-Man, Mary Jane, played by Kristen Dunst, kisses him. This was here for Spider-Man. They used this up here for the Hard Knock Life number. The 1982 version of Annie was up that stairwell there. Alright, stage 29 right here to our left. This is home to Lopez Tonight, the talk show with George Lopez on TBS. It's inside stage 29. As we go in our front lot, you'll see a lot of these plaques that tell you when the building was constructed, as well as the notable television and films that were here since it. George Clooney's character, Dr. Ross, saved a boy from a storm drain, right down there. Also, there was a bridge that would go out to the middle of the lagoon there when we... Stage 27 and 27A right here to our right. Used to be Cold Case was in there. Now they have Undercovers, a new J.J. Abrams show in the coming on in the fall. It's just a Burbank City landmark. There's no actual water in it. If we want to change anything to it, we have to consult the city of Burbank. This is Tenement Street. Kind of our alleyway, supposed to be New York tenements. Down here is Hennessy Street. The movie Minority Report, there's a chase sequence in an alley with the jetpacks the cops are chasing. That was our right. Any guesses as to what that might be? If we were filming today, what we would do? No? It's a motel. It can be used as a motel. It's really just production offices. But you remove the people from the production offices and you put a hotel or a motel sign, and you can go have a criminal there that you're catching. So a Sex and the City called Sex in Another City, where Carrie Bradshaw comes in here. She has a meeting with Matthew McConaughey. He's an executive that's going to turn one of her columns into a movie. She ends up sitting right over there on those steps under that green awning there, and she's smoking a cigarette because the meeting doesn't go well. Jack Frost, they had a gazebo for Gilmore Girls. It's dilapidated now. It's in the back here. That parking lot there, in the movie Blazing Saddles, that's where the Western town was they destroyed at the end of the movie. They put dirt all there and had all those fake sets for the Western town. Alright, we'll keep going. All of our television shows, you'll see later on, either The Mentalist for 1 hour dramas, Chuck, for sitcoms, 2.5 Men, Big Bang Theory, all of those locations, the backdrops are all huge digital photographs on vinyl curtains. I'll show you what I'm talking about. See, now it's backlit because they painted the back of it and left little holes there for nighttime. This is fluorescent light bulb in the back. For downtown West Hollywood, for promotion for movies. And we have 2 of 6 in the world. You can imagine how much ink it takes on those huge 16.5 by 120 pictures. So these are the VTech printers. Anybody else want to feel it before I put it? Alright, so that's snow. And then behind me I'll show you when I was talking about the squibs, the little electrical explosives on the trees for The Last Samurai. All this Egyptian stuff was all used for National Treasure movies with Nicolas Cage. You see a lot of Egyptian stuff all around. The big ones were in Looney Tunes Back in Action. They're injected foam. They're real soft. There's paintings in here. There's 3 of them. It kind of looks like flour. And inside the barrel down there in the bottom left behind that guy in the corner. That's dried plaster, and next to it is hemp. They'll mix those two materials together to create a staff material. They'll then boil that over here, and they'll put it on this vacuum press. And right now you see the pattern there is a shell for brick. Fire escape, pole bar, and you sort of metal material. You see there where the American flag is, that lantern that's right next to it, that was in Pirates of the Caribbean, Outworld did the third Pirates movie. That was on the Black Pearl, Jack Sparrow ship, played by Johnny Depp. So they weld that lantern here, but it's additional. So that shows you how they can use each other's facilities in our front lot. And so after the show ended, they put it in here for guests to see. It's all the same props, the couch that Ollie cast sat on. Like I was talking about the camera lens flattening things, it looks a lot bigger at home on your television. One, the camera angle, two, the lens, and three, they doctored things up to where stuff in the foreground is bigger, wider. In the background, it's more vertical and narrower. The doors are smaller than normal doors. All that helps with the perspective. Those things are really fast indicators. So set dressing is the ones they'll come in and dress the set to make it look like they want it to look. And that's one of the more important features to have. For fans of Friends, this was the Geller house in that prom video flashback sequence where Ross is all depressed he can't take Rachel to prom. And then the faded red H. This was the top of County General Hospital for ER, the helipad. Supposed to be on the rooftop of a hospital. It was just in a parking lot here. They put the green screen on the corrugated metal in front of us, and they put it in Chicago with the computer. Before they take them to the soundstage and put them back together again. Over there, they're creating Leonard's bedroom for the Big Bang Theory. So they'll create the whole thing, put it together, and then just assemble it later on and put it back on the soundstage. They go on these A-frames here is what transports them. That's Big Bang Theory, interior of Sheldon's office. Over here you see they got a house they're doing. An older film, James Dean, East of Eden, this was his place. He was there on the patio, you'll see him in East of Eden. Down there it looks like brick, it's really just fiberglass. Outside we use fiberglass, one because it can withstand the weather, and two, it's cheaper. Buggy right here. And right here they put a green screen and put in 1876 San Francisco. Alright, now that we're heading back to base, even our base area has been used for filming. The outside of our plaza area has been used in the closure with Kara Sedgwick as police headquarters.